Before the age of the twilight set.
Oops, I didn't really mean to skip that, guys. My bad. But anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to my next Let's Play, which is going to be God of War 3. And I am doing the remastered version for the PlayStation 4, just because, you know, I have it. Why not? Some people might get pissed off and be like, oh, why don't you do like the new version, dick? Well, you know, fuck you, I guess. I don't know. Because I just want to do whatever I feel like doing, that's all. Well, I hit square to turn on subtitles, but then the game decided to skip the cutscene, so it was really much of nothing anyway. If you guys want to go see it, you can go see it yourselves. And you can go find it online, but anyway, like I said, we are doing God of War Remastered. As you see here, I have not actually completed Chaos on this game particularly, and that is because it's the remastered version. I have not yet delved into that because it doesn't have a trophy for it, so I didn't really care too much, but I have beaten it on hard. So, for the sake of just, I guess, beating the game in a normal fashion, we'll be playing on God mode, so essentially normal mode. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, then welcome. How do you do? I do have quite the, I wouldn't say extensive vocabulary, but I do tend to cuss a lot, so there's that. If you don't like my stuff, you don't like it. If you do, you do. Whatever. Anyway, we'll be tackling God of War, and I know some people might be thinking, you know, hey Alex, why are you doing God of War now? Like, the new God of War just came out. Are you doing it because you want views and you want traffic? And the answer to that is pretty simple. Yes, I do. Well, yeah, it's like, why not, you know, fuck it, God of War's out, so I'm in a God of War mood, might as well do some God of War, right? Alright, enough about me. It's time we get into the first cutscene of the game, and go play God of War 3. Which, oh, before I start, I know, before I start real quick, the order that the games came in was God of War 1, 2, and then God of War Betrayal for the flip phone, but I never had a phone back then, never had the chance to play it. It is canonically, it's canon. So, yeah, I know. I probably will never play it, but whatever, right? Anyway, let's get right into it then.
My vengeance ends now. My brothers, we were forged in victory. A victory that ended the Great War and brought forth the reign of Mount Olympus. Born from the depths of the underworld, rooted in the river of souls, our mountain emerged out of the chaos. As it grew, so too did the might of the Olympians. We created a world of peace, a world of prosperity, a world that lives in the shadow and safety of my mountain. A mountain that has come to be the absolute measure of strength and power. Now, on this day, that power is to be tested. The mortal Kratos seeks to destroy all that I have wrought. Brothers, put aside the petty grievances that have splintered us for so long. We will unite. We will stand together. And I will wipe out this plague. Olympus will prevail!
son has returned. I bring the destruction of Olympus! The Titans will fail again!
Alright, hang on here, folks. I guess apparently my controller's gonna die. So that's great. Oh, god damn it. Okay. This is already starting off to be a great Let's Play, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Okay, so before we get too far into this, already, hang on. A few things I need to get out of the way first. First of all, we need to get subtitles on. Somewhere. Why is it that every game does this? Where they put the fucking subtitles in like a whole different category. Every time. Like, sometimes it's in the audio, sometimes it's in the video, sometimes it's in the game settings. Like, come on. Okay, anyway, so without me being too, retarded, I should explain more about God of War 3. This game came out back in like 2010. We pre-ordered it. You get a costume for it. It was pretty cool. So we were big on God of War back then. I still somewhat am now, but not as big as I was before. Okay, so one big drawback that I have with this game is how much cutscenes this game has. This game is very cutscene heavy and very flashback heavy too. So for those that have not actually played the original God of War, this will they'll probably cover what you need to know. Nah, maybe. If not, then I can always aid with that, or you just go play the games or watch videos yourselves. So anyway, like I was saying, we started with God of War 1, God of War 2 came out, I was excited. And then God of War 3 was coming out, and then we pre-ordered that, and I was super excited for that. I was really ready. Played the demo and everything like that. Got the costume with it. It was great. This game is shorter than like God of War 2, a lot shorter. And then God of War 1, it's probably like around there. But problem is, you can't get everything upgraded in one playthrough though. That I've tried to, but I just can't. So I'll explain more detail about that in a second. First, we got to fight off this first mini boss. That's the thing, guys. Like, there's just too much shit going on, so I can't really explain everything, as much as I would like to. Honestly, so just... Sorry, my throat's also apparently fucked up, too. So, just try to deal with my commentary the best you can for the first part, because this is gonna... There's just too much shit going on all the fucking time. Same thing happens in Ascension. It's annoying. So, anyway, God of War 1 comes out like 2005. God of War 2 comes out like 2006 or 7. I think it's 7. And then God of War Betrayal comes out in 2007 as well. And that was a flip phone game, and I never, again, had a flip phone back then in 2007 because I was like in middle school, so, yeah. And my parents never bought it, so there was that. It's a side-scroller, like, hack-and-slash game, so it is a prequel. It connects 1 and 2 together, like what happens between it, I guess. And that's pretty much, I guess, about it. So, never had the chance to play it. Yes, I could probably just emulate it or something, but for those that are wondering, there you go. It does exist. And I hope that nobody really calls me out for this. They're probably going to be like, you're not a fucking... Well, you can't call yourself a God of War fan if you haven't played, the prequel, every game, you can't fucking call yourself that. It's a goddamn mobile game, guys. I mean, come on. Yeah, I know it's canon, but still, if they haven't put it on the console, I have no need to play it. Even if it is, a part of the canon itself. It's just annoying when games do that. And Kingdom Hearts is very, very notorious for doing that. Okay, I'm getting hurt a lot because I'm being stupid. But I'm on normal mode, so it's like no big deal. I have played this game quite a lot. So I should know what I'm doing half the time, but apparently I don't. Also, will I be going for the godly possessions? I would like to, but knowing how this game works... No, wait, I think you can still pick them up. Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think, because I know... I believe in this game... If you already collect them, you can recollect them again. Just to, you know, find the item itself, but you don't... You still have it. I don't know. This game makes no sense half the time. Also, this game... more than likely, Betrayal might have been the first one, but this game especially has new writers for it. Like, after God of War 2 was done, the writers either left or whatever happened, I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know this game has different writers for it, so that's why this game is so strange. Compared to God of War, like, 2 and 1, this game is a lot different. Yeah, it's nice to look at, even still to this day, it's still nice to look at. I mean, yeah, I'm not playing the PS3 version, but even then, this technically is what the PS3 version looks like. This remaster is not much of a remaster, and they don't even, like, add much anyway besides a photo mode, so... At the very least, I mean, yeah, a small graphical upgrade, but that's it. I really don't care that much. Honestly, this game just doesn't have to exist. Not God of War 3 in general, but God of War 3 Remastered. There's no need for it to exist. At all. I know there's some cunts out there who would be like, well, yeah, it has to exist because, you know, we need, you know, higher quality ports, you know, and shit like that. Can't you just play the original game and enjoy the original game as it is, or do you have to be a fucking cunt all the time? Well, you know how some people are. They just are. Instead of looking at the art form, they'll only care about, like, you know, the graphic quality of it. Same thing with, like, the frame rate. Yeah, frame rate's great and all. I mean, as long as it's 30 frames, it's fine, essentially. That's usually what, you know, the minimum for some games are. And it's funny because I remember, like, back in, like, recent years, this was, like, a while ago, like, a few years ago, that's when 60 frames a second started really hitting the market. When a lot of people, including myself, found out about, like, you know, 60 frames. But games have had 60 frames in the past. And the people like Maximilian Dude, you know, started this whole craze of 60 frame shit, and that got annoying. Yeah, I know I'm going like way off topic. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about half the time, but that's my content for you. I just play the game and hope to the best that I'm doing the best I can. But like I was saying earlier, I do want to try to go for show you guys where all the possessions are at. Actually, you know what? Since we're here right now, I want to check something. Let's see if I still technically have them or not. Yes, so I do have them, but the game, they respawn them, but you can use them now. It's one of those weird things, like, let's just say if you were playing New Game Plus or something, and you had everything upgraded, right? Well, you can regain those chests that you had before because they respawn. That's essentially what the Godly Possessions are doing right now, is they're just respawning, so it doesn't hinder or affect anything, really. It just gives me, as a Let's Player, it gives me an opportunity to show you guys where they are located, so that way you can find them yourselves. I will try my best to find them all. If I miss any, let me know. Or just, you know, go look up a guide. That's what I did, just look up a guide for it to show you where they're at. I mean, yes and no, I'm here to show you guys, you know, everything I can, but at the same time, I should not be held responsible for literally telling you everything about the game either. That I just feel like is just ridiculous. I'm doing a Let's Play of the game. I'm going to try to do what I can, but, you know, no promises that I'll be able to get everything in one go. Or I might miss a few things here, like a chest or something, you know. Which some people get pissed off at that. They get mad because, like, I miss one small little thing. It's like, just calm down. But there are some people that do let me know, and they're really nice about it. Like, hey, you missed a chest, but it's all good. Because essentially what God of War games do is, if you miss a chest, it's not like the biggest... It's not the end of the world, pretty much. You know, there's always more opportunities to get more Gorgon Eyes and more Phoenix Feathers. I'm not really that good at explaining how the chest system works in this game. All I can say is, if you miss a chest with a Gorgon Eye, you have a chance to find another chest with a Gorgon Eye in it. So, Yeah, like I said, I'm not the best at explaining how that works. I know what it does, and I know what it is. I just can't explain it because I feel like I'm a retard every time I even mention it. I feel like I'm just retarded or something. Everybody thinks I'm stupid. Like, no, you're wrong. Which I'm sure someone's probably going to do at one point. Well, that's the best part about being not that popular is I don't have to worry about people, you know, bitching all the time. Too much. Yeah, then the game, for those wondering that are, you know, interested in my God of War playing, the game that comes after, the God of War game that comes after this game will be Ghost of Sparta. So, yeah, we got to tackle that little bitch. And you can't get everything upgraded in one run in there either. But there is a combat arena for you to do that. And honestly, getting the trophies for it was not really that hard, honestly. Yeah, because recently I just completed but okay, so let's back up a little bit here. God of War came out Thursday for me. I got it last Thursday because I pre-ordered the game and everything, right? So I got my copy of the game and I played it for like that night. And then the night after, I said, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to go back and platinum the games I'm missing, which was Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta, and Ascension. All three of those games. So, went back, platinumed them, and now I'm done. Now I'm continuing on the new God of War. I do like the new God of War. If people don't like it, I understand why. I mean, it's not the same game like these are, but, you know, it's still God of War. It's still canon, so there is that. One thing I do like about this game a lot, even though it's very cinematic heavy, it does have that very good theatrical vibe going for it. Like, the cutscenes like these are cool. You know, I like these transitions, I guess, into fights and stuff. I like this. It makes God of War feel bigger because, essentially, for those who don't really know much about God of War, the original game was big on, you know, enemies and boss fights. Like, God of War was well known for having giant boss fights back then. I mean, yeah, you could say, like, you know, what about Shadow of the Colossus? Well, yes, but I'm talking about, like, just in terms of, like, an actual straight-up hack-and-slash game, you know, versus, like, Devil May Cry, yeah, you know, this game had much bigger bosses than Devil May Cry would have. But Devil May Cry essentially had bosses that were relatively, you know, smaller in comparison. They had their big bosses, but, you know, these games were, like, heavy on making bosses big, and I think that's because it helps because it's Greek mythology. So a lot of, you know, monsters in Greek mythology are huge because, you know, I assume people think that, you know, the bigger they are, the scarier they are, which in my eyes makes a lot of sense, but I can't speak for them on their behalf. Okay, so what we are doing right now is we are fighting off Poseidon's, like, fucking horse looking ass motherfuckers. I don't know anything really about these beasts themselves, essentially, but we are fighting these guys off, these spider-like horse things. And once we kill off enough of them, eventually we'll tackle Poseidon himself. That's what this game is relatively about. Is it continues the story of God of War 2, and in this game we're going to go kill off the gods that, you know, basically fucked us over in God of War 2. So it works. Again, different writers, but this one's okay to the point where it doesn't really bother me too much. But the flashback shit gets really annoying. And also, I do know that there is magic in this game, and I can use it. I just have no reason to use it because this is not Chaos Mode. And I have no real reason to want to use it either, so. Alley-oop. Alright. Let's go inside Hera. Not Hera. God damn it. Gaia. I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I know. I better quit my Let's Play now because I'm not a God of War fan anymore. I can't call myself that anymore. Not at all. But honestly, I know a lot of people on my channel do like God of War. Because over the years, I've been getting a lot of people watching my God of War videos. And I think that has something to do with just God of War in general, how popular it is amongst the PlayStation fans. Pretty much, because this is one of the best PlayStation exclusives that we have, and if we ever lose God of War, I'm gonna be pissed. That would suck if they ever put God of War on any other system, because that's just taking away another exclusive that we had. You know, I mean, the thing is, like, exclusivity is great for a console. That's why I think Nintendo works out so well handling their own, is because they have their own exclusives. You know, that gives you a reason to buy that console. Like, if every game was on every console, there would be no reason to go buy Nintendo. There'd be no reason to buy just a PlayStation or Xbox specifically. Well, anyway, first godly possession we have is Zeus's Eagle, and if you beat the game, you can use the item. I already beaten the game, so I guess I can show what the item does for you guys, or give you at least an insight of what it can do. Well, first things first, let's go over the items we have already, which is the Golden Fleece, which returns from God of War 2. This allows you to pretty much parry enemy attacks. Icarus Wings, again, from God of War 2, allows us to do like a brief glide. We have the Blade of Olympus, also from God of War 2. This is our rage mode in the game. For those that are familiar with God of War, you have your rage mode, and it's now much different. I don't really care for this one that much. I think it's cool, but I still think God of War 2's handles it better. But this one's okay, because you can at least turn this one off and on, just like God of War 2 does. We have, here we go, Zeus's Eagle, which gives you Infinite Rage of Sparta, which is our rage mode. And then after that, with some spoilers, so I don't really want to dwell into that too much. What is this R1? Witness of Zeus' childhood cover the walls. Oh yeah, that's right, because he was inside Gaia. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't really notice that. Well, I never really looked into this game as much as I should have. And or just forgotten. Yeah, the other thing too is like Xbox has Gears of War. Like, can you imagine like playing that on PlayStation or something? Which I don't mind Gears of War. I thought it was kind of a cool game. You know, my buddies had Gears of War for their Xbox, and you know, when I came over there and played it, I thought it was a cool game. And you know, one of my personal favorite YouTubers, Big Benedict, you know, he did a lot of like Gears of War playthroughs, and I watched it on there. So the only reason I hate Xbox so much is not the console itself, it's the fucking Xbox fag boys that, you know, ever since high school have told me, you know, shit like PlayStation fucking sucks, you suck ass, kill yourself. And just, you know, bullshit like that, or just always trying to taunt me into getting an Xbox and tell me what to do, which is one thing you should never do, is don't tell me what to do, because I get pissed real fast. I hate that shit a lot. It's annoying, because people have been doing that all my life. They've been telling me what to fucking do, and I hate it. That's enough about that. Let's just head on with this game. I know again, I bring it up again, but I know my commentary is very lackluster and very shitty, but I do apologize. I haven't done a Let's Play for a while, and the last one I did was Bioshock 2, so that one sucked. I'm better, I guess I'm just better at doing guide videos now. Not that I essentially like doing them more, particularly. It depends on the game, essentially. But I'm so used to doing guide videos now that doing a Let's Play just feels different, I guess. Because I have to well, in the guide videos I have to constantly talk, yes, throughout the whole entire video. But here I have to stop talking and then start constantly talking again, and it breaks my pace. And this game is going to break my pace a lot. I don't mean to cut through here, but we got subtitles for a reason, right? Oh, but you cut out every other part when when this happened, but you don't cut out this one, you fuck. And here comes the storm of comments that just basically call me a hypocrite in every single possible way imaginable. Alright, so anyway, ow. Yeah, the normal mode does not do enough damage to you. Not likely. Not at all. So watch what I'm doing here. I'm just essentially just breaking off these claws. He does give you... Oh, he actually does do quite a bit of damage, honestly. Never mind. Just starts to add up, that's all. Not the first hit, but the second hit after hurts a lot. So, we're supposed to knock those claws off. Just watch out for that blue stream on the ground. Whenever that appears, you should avoid that because it's a lightning attack. Because Poseidon also controls lightning, I guess. I assume he controls storms or something. But you know what? Since we're fighting Poseidon, let's just go ahead and whip out the good old magic right now. That's what it does. Not much of really anything, honestly. Okay, so that's one attack of his. He'll probably show off all of his attacks, I assume. He's got one where he slams the entire ground like that. And one trick you can do is just jump up here, if I can get up there high enough. Okay, maybe I can't. Well, essentially, there is a way where you can get up there, like on the wall, and at the same time hit him while he's, you know, doing that. So first he attacks once, attacks twice in the middle, and then attacks right at the very end. If you... I got hit though, but you can always use magic to pretty much make yourself invulnerable to that attack. Is, you can just roll straight through some of that and just be fine. Especially at the very end, and just start getting some hits off him before he, he comes back. Now you... Thing is, this game does have some iframes, but it's very, very... Not late, but it's very... what's the word I'm looking for? It's heavy on the timing, because like you saw there, I did roll right past his arm, and that was because I timed it just at the right moment. Like, if you time it right when an enemy's about to hit you, you can essentially avoid practically almost any and every attack. It's just how good are you at timing in the game, that's really what it boils down to. So, anyway, that's practically it for Poseidon. And yeah, this game does bring back quick time events, but I think they do a lot better because they map out where the buttons are going to be according to the controller, and I really like that. I really think that's kind of cool. He's not dead yet, but he's almost dead. He's almost dead. That's for sure. We'll take care of him eventually. Yeah, I don't know why those things don't have horse heads, unless the horse heads are like hiding inside of the body itself. I'm not really sure. Alright, here we go. Now we gotta go fight off this side again. So essentially just do your full square combo, land a good old triangle hit, and then that should be enough damage. Avoid that. Not too hard. Not too bad. Also, I'll show you guys a place where you can get a 1,000 hit combo. For those that are interested in doing the trophies, I'll show you that too. Just to help you guys out, because I'm such a nice guy, What does that have to do with God of War? I don't fucking know anymore. Alright, anyway, time to start swinging around. Ooh. Yeah, this also returns from God of War 2. Like, God of War 2, I'm sure a lot of you probably know, it definitely changed the face of God of War, big time. It made God of War a lot different.
Zeus should have kept you where you belong. No matter how many gods fall, there will always be another to stand against you.
They will fall as well.
The death of Olympus means the death of us all.
Then prepare for your death, Poseidon.
Kratos, the death of Zeus is within our reach. Climb to my hand.
Alrighty, folks. Anyway, I'm going to end off the episode here. I'm going to continue the session, though, for myself, but I'm going to end off the episode. So hopefully this was enjoyable enough. I hope that, again, my commentary wasn't too shitty. It probably should pick up in like episode 2 when things start to kind of get a little bit easier to go through. But anyway, next episode, we'll hop on Guy's hand and we'll take off and follow her. So, as always, see you later and take care, everybody.